channel. Today we continue the build of the Lego Going Merry pirate ship from the One Piece theme. So yesterday we did the first 5 bags, and this is the result of those first 5 bags. Now we're going to continue with bag number 6. I'm going to get the music started very shortly after dealing with all the ads as usual. They really want us to get YouTube Premium, eh? And it's 4 ads in a row now. I remember the good old days when it used to be only 1 ad, maybe 2. All right. Music is playing, bag 6 is here. Let's get started. Actually, just before we start, here's a quick look at the minifigures we already saw yesterday, but in case you were not here, I'll just turn on the flash. Basically, this is Zoro, and I do like the sword that they gave him so that he can appear to be holding it with his teeth, which is, by the way, not very advisable in real life because these things are heavy in real life. But he's a Lego minifigure, so he doesn't need to worry about that. And this is Sanji right here. So let's continue with bag 6. I do think we get another minifigure in bag 6. Yeah, you see the torso right there. This looks to be Usopp. Here's a look at the printing before I add this piece, the satchel piece. Try to get it to focus, and I do like how this is split across multiple pieces, this component right here. There's some side printing as well, only on one side, but still better than what we usually get. And this is going to be attached like this. Yeah, just like a real life one. And then this guy has 2 alternative expressions. Either a concerned face like this, or a happier face, much happier face. If I could get it to focus. Yeah, that's really nice. So let's actually put on the happy face by default. I do like the hair underneath this bandana. Look at the texture for the hair. It's not just the lines, but also the lines within the lines. It looks really, really good in person. So yeah, this is a nice minifigure to get, definitely. In terms of the rest of the parts, there's a door frame, there's this broom, which is probably used by the minifigures. There's this as an accessory, which is recolored to green for the first time, bright green. This is the, I'm blanking on the name of this thing, a slingshot. This is a slingshot in green, bright green for the first time ever. There's this hammer piece. We've seen this many times before, including in the Creator Castle. We're gonna have a few stickers, round stickers, mind you, to apply in this building phase. 4 round stickers. So for these, we gotta be careful, but they're not that large, so I think it's gonna be okay. And also, there's gonna be stickers with a particular orientation, so you gotta apply the correct sticker to each part. So pay close attention to that. So I'm gonna, as usual, put them on a grid. We'll do the stickers first, then we'll do the rest of the build. So notice how there's stickers here that are numbered 10 and others that are numbered 12. And basically you want to have some from this side, some from this side. So we're going to have 2 number 10 stickers and 2 number 12 stickers. So let's do the number 10 stickers first. As usual, I'm using a brick separator to help apply the stickers. I learned this trick from a very famous YouTuber, LEV. If these stickers, you get them a little bit wrong, it's actually not the end of the world, because the spirals, if they're rotated a bit, it's not really going to make a huge difference in my opinion. But still, it's good practice to try to get them as correct as reasonably possible, and I think this is fine. Now let's do the other 2. The music has stopped for some reason. Let me check. Oh, it's back. Just switch to a different track, probably. Yeah, these are stickers 12. We have 1 more of each of those, 10 and 12, and then the same patterns but on a larger scale, and those will be applied in the future. These right here. So as usual, I'll move the pieces out of the way. If you see anything interesting, do let me know, but I think everything is quite common. This is going to give me more space to build comfortably. I'll keep the small pieces here for now. I might move them later. So it looks like in this building phase, we'll be building stuff in the middle as well as the front. also going to do some railing towards the back. For those of you who are new to the live stream, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. That really helps out the channel grow and spread the content to more people who are interested in the same thing. And then we can have a lot more interactions in the chat, a lot more fun together. And I can do larger giveaways with more interesting prizes. Yeah, that looks nice. And we're going to build some stairs that go up from here to here. So now we understand why we have these pieces that are on this side and not the other side. Definitely an interesting construction that they went with here. That fits very nicely there. And this covers up that yellow piece right here. This must have been what the designer was planning from the beginning. And in fact, that is what happened, because the designers actually build the entire thing before making the instructions. Just going to see if I can improve the picture quality slightly. And I notice the lens is a bit blurry right now. Right, this should be better. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Yeah. All right. Before adding this, we need to add these knot pieces. Which should not get attached directly, rather on top of a white plate. Specifically this one. There we go. Yeah, now this is held very securely in place, thanks to this piece from the top. And this new piece right here, this relatively new piece, allows us to create shallower stairs. The older version of this piece was one plate higher, and so you'd have to come up with some workarounds to make those work properly. So this piece is actually better in that respect. Eventually this will fit right here. There's going to be one more piece linking those together. Trying to slip it in from here. No, that did not work. The piece is somewhere on the ground. We'll have to go look for it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. right. Yeah, always be careful when attaching these. So he said that there's one more piece, I think, that fell, this tile piece. So let's search for that as well. It's always in the last place you look. I still do not see it, so I'll keep moving on with the build. Eventually it'll turn up. In between now and the final review, I'll either have it or find a replacement for it. Yeah, sometimes these pieces, when they disappear, can be quite hard to find where they go. All right. Nevertheless, this is supposed to go here. And there's supposed to be a piece that goes underneath it. That is here. This gets attached right here. The whole thing. Okay, this is more finicky than I thought it would be, which is annoying. Okay, so in theory there's supposed to be a tile that... Oh, it's right here. Why did no one say that? Come on, chat. Let me look for it. Oh. No, it's stuck. We can use gravity to... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what we want to do here. So we know that we're going to have some clips here. Hold on to minifigure accessories. Gonna have these knot pieces. There's also a wrench. That's also one of the minifigure pieces that can be clipped here. I'll just put it in the minifigure pile of accessories. This won't work, so it's got to be this one. Same here. There we go. And we're going to build some stairs on this side as well, similar to what we did before. Although this one will not have the fancy railing. I feel like I might be missing something here. Oh, I get it now. Basically, there's going to be a piece that's attached with less studs than usual. So this is going to go here. Somehow. Actually, this is going to go here. It's not going to be attached directly, but there's going to be other pieces attached to it. This looks like it's going to go here. All right, now I think it makes sense. With this piece on top. also have one of these. This one is going to have this. I believe this assembly fits perfectly here. Yeah, definitely not usual to see so many plates stacked on top of each other. We see this more and more with modern Lego these days. You actually need one of these over here, which means that this piece is used elsewhere. It's pretty hard to separate two plates like this, but one trick is to use two brick separators. One of them you're gonna have to get from another set, and then yeah, that makes it very easy. So actually this goes here. This goes on top of it, which frees up this one to go here. It looks like each of these is slightly different in terms of its design, which is definitely good for variety. So it's not like a boring, repetitive build, but you do have to pay closer attention when building it. Also, this barrel with a printed cover. I did not point this out earlier. I did not really notice these pieces before, but that's definitely interesting to get. The barrel is supposed to go here. Yeah, right there. Of course, you can move it anywhere you want later. I think I might have gotten this wrong as well. Just a few pieces are off. Specifically, we need a piece like this in here. I'm surprised I did not notice that before. Okay, there we go. I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing over here. Yeah. Now we know we gotta use these pieces. And the piece that we got from before, it is used here, confirming that this is the correct way to do it. And we need to attach this piece here, I believe. And same goes here. Followed by this wedge plate. Perfect. When you see things coming together like this, it's usually a good sign. And this piece is similar to this other L piece, although it does not have the stud and it's rounded. This part of the build feels pretty symmetrical to me, which is fine. We're using a bunch of these bracketed pieces along with tiles attached to them. There are, I believe, 6. Or perhaps just 4. Oh yeah, because these we already have in place. I suppose we can add these while we're here. Oop, wrong way. That's more like it. Okay, so we have a minor issue. We have this here 2x4 when we need 2 1x4s to put here and here. So that means that we used those 2 1x4s somewhere where we should have used this instead. So we gotta figure that out. Let's just get these other pieces out of the way first. This we know for sure goes here. The same on the other side. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere in these stairs or these stairs. Probably these stairs. So I have to look for 2. Okay, I think I found it. It's right here. Now you see how there's these 2 1x4s? We're going to replace them with this, and that's going to actually improve the stability of the build. This will go here. This goes here, and this will take their place. But we knocked out the... Let's see, can we insert this easily in place? Ah, that's annoying. Okay. I have to get that tile out. Okay, good. I'm surprised those things are so fragile. Like you just touch them slightly the wrong way and they fall out immediately. Secure the door frame again. There is no openable door here, it's just used for structural purposes. We have one of these to be placed somewhere, And we just have these, and then we're done with this particular building phase. Right here. For whatever reason, we're not attaching these directly, but we're attaching them to these pieces instead. And then we want the spirals to point outwards, so this way and this way. Here this points out, meaning we use this. This is as viewed from the top. In other words, this one should be counterclockwise and this one should be clockwise. Yeah, like this. Same thing on the other side. Just wanted to blow away that speck of dust. Sometimes the sprue mark is very hard to find, and in which case it probably won't bother me if it's visible. It's so difficult to see even under all of this lighting. This is pointing out. This is pointing out as well. All right. Bag 6 gives us the Usopp minifigure, as well as continues the build of the ship hull, with adding a bunch of the details right here towards the front and the middle, in addition to these stairs here and here. We also build this fancy railing. Next up is bag number 7, which does not seem very large on first glance. Lots of white pieces in this bag. So here we have a wanted buggy poster I'll add that to list of wanted posters. And for those of you who were not here yesterday, here's a look at all of them. So this one we just got, and these are the two from yesterday. I think these are going to be very collectible, just like we saw with the Harry Potter ones from a few seasons ago. I just hope they don't become too collectible, and then people are going to be selling the rare ones on eBay for like $500. This is a new piece for 2025, or at least new in this color, if I recall correctly, from New Elementary. I think we've seen this in Star Wars before, in transparent blue, transparent light blue, or something like that. And this is a relatively new piece as well. I don't know if it's new for this particular season, August 2025, but it's relatively new. We've seen this in one of the Star Wars sets earlier this month. We're going to have some stickers to apply in this building phase on these large pieces here. I'll just move the rest of the pieces away just to make it easier for me to manage, especially when the pieces are all the same color. Do not mix the pieces from this bag and this bag up. They're already hard enough to distinguish. If you mix them up, it's going to make it even harder. So put them in separate piles that are far from each other. These are small, regular pieces. Pretty standard stuff. So you'll see them. I'll show them to you right now very quickly, in case anyone is interested. So here's one of the piles. It looks like we're going to be stickering these pieces as well. I'll confirm that soon. And here's the other pile. Again, pretty standard stuff. I don't see anything special here. Yeah, so with that being said, let's apply the stickers and move on with the build. And we're going to build the ship head. There's going to be a head, a literal head here at the ship. So we're going to build that next. But first, let's deal with the stickers. So for these stickers, well, let's actually start with the smaller ones, so you know how to deal with those. We're going to do two more of stickers 10 and 12. There we go. Try to make it symmetrical as much as possible. And the large stickers, we do need to pay a bit more attention. And later we'll pick the right sticker to put in the right place. So let's use this piece and we'll align these stickers on the grid. These are 3x3. Screw mark on the bottom, both cases. All right, so let's apply the stickers on these two. With the larger stickers, you got to be a bit more careful. This is going to point downwards, and these are pointing down. Oh, I flipped that. Let's make sure. Yeah, this is the down where my thumb is. Okay, close enough. Definitely better than one of those Italian Riviera stickers that I misapplied. I put it on the wrong piece, I had to tear it apart. And when I put it on the right piece, it looked pretty bad. Okay, yeah, close enough. Definitely within the range of reasonability. So the good news that I have for everyone is that we are done with the sticker sheet completely. So yeah, all done. No more stickers for the rest of the build. This I'm pretty happy about. So from now on, it's just building, building, building. No more stopping to apply the stickers. Everything here is white in this building phase with a little bit of dark tan. So it's going to be pretty challenging to figure out what's going to happen. Oh, and we will be using the parts from the unnumbered bag as well. Some of the white parts also, specifically these white parts here. That's more white parts to worry about. So here, if you're not using the instructions like me, you need to be careful, slow, and just pay attention to what you're doing so you don't mess up. If you do mess up, it's fine. It's Lego, you can take it apart and put it again all over again, so that's fine. These pieces are flexible tubes, and let's see if they're new for in this color. I don't think they're new. I'm not sure if they're new. Yeah, they're not new. We have seen these in other sets before. But this is new for August. I just saw it in the Star Wars V19 set first, but it is new for the month of August. In that color, in the white color. So it looks like we will have some stairs or some railings for these stairs after all. For whatever reason, they were not part of the other bag. We're doing them now. I just wish they didn't put all the white pieces in one bag. It makes things very challenging. But then again, you need to embrace the challenge. We've already learned that this piece is very finicky, so we have to be, let's actually build the whole thing and then attach it all at once. So if you're used to building sets without the instructions, you want a bit of a challenge, I think this is a good idea. Build bag 7 of the Going Merry without the instructions. It'll definitely teach you to think more and pay closer attention to things. I do like that even the Technic pins have been recolored to white. For so long I've been calling for these to be recolored. I hope they keep on doing this in all the colors, including the longer Technic pins. Yeah, that fits perfectly. You have the benefit of experience, the benefit of building these. replay the music. I believe one more cone goes here as soon as I find it. There we go. You'll have headlight bricks or the equivalent here. Yeah, it looks like headlight bricks. I just don't see them yet. Yeah, there they are. So here and here. And these are going to go in them from both sides, like so. I'm going to clip stuff onto that using these pieces soon. I'm going to have a few more pieces here. And here you're going to want to go slow to get everything right. For example, I got this wrong. We actually don't want that here. What bag was Luffy in? We actually have not gotten to Luffy yet. This is bag 7. We have these minifigures in bags 2, 4, 6 respectively. My guess is that he's going to be in either bag 8 or bag 10. I'll check right now for you since you're asking. This is bag 8, and immediately we have our answer thanks to the famous straw hat. So Luffy is coming up in bag number 8. You can see here his face. So very soon we'll get to Luffy, because we're almost done with bag 7. The set is bigger than I thought. Yeah, I mean, in terms of number of pieces, there's lots of pieces that go into this. In terms of overall size, I still have not made up my mind on it yet. My first thoughts just when building this, I felt like it was a little bit on the smaller side, but maybe I'm biased because I got this at the Lego store where they had the Lego Endurance on display, and it's a massive, massive ship that costs twice the price of this one, or maybe a bit more. So maybe when I saw the Endurance, I'm like, oh, this is going to be the same size as the Endurance. But it's too early to form judgment because we're not done with the build. We just have an idea of the shape of the hull, but when we add the sails and finish it, then we can get a better idea. This is a very interesting construction, by the way, for the ship head, which is literally a sheep in this case, or something that looks like a sheep. And lots of interesting construction. It's all white. Maybe intended to represent the purity of the subject matter. Usually Lego always puts like weird colors in their designs, but here it's immaculate. It's perfectly white. And I really like that. It's a bit more difficult to build without the instructions, but I'm okay with that. This is some nice part usage. The toilet seat cover is used as the background for the horns of this sheep. Apparently the stud direction matters because we're going to attach this piece on top of it. Somehow. Yeah, like this. That's definitely some nice part usage right there. So basically the trick is to insert this but not too far in, such that you're able to attach the stud like so. Definitely interesting build for this one. So I have a few more wedge plates to go. And a little bit of building over here. So I have a couple more pieces, and then we're pretty much done. Oh yeah, here. Now all we gotta do is attach these pieces here. And the way we do that is through these, to get these tubes to attach anything, we need to insert these pins first. It can be a little bit finicky the very first time this is done. These are brand new pieces and maybe it helps to press down. It seemed to be easier, I believe, when I did this for the Star Wars build from last year. Let's try this side. Oh no, I forgot to plug in my device once again. Let me do that. Although it might be too late. Yeah, even after plugging in, unfortunately the battery is not holding power well enough. So I'll just summarize here. Bag 7 continues the build of the hull, these balconies, this very nice sheep head, and we build these tubes and these that get attached here. I'm running out of battery, so I have to cut the stream short right now. So I'll see you in the next one, and I'll probably finish the rest of the build offline because I won't be able to stream for the next couple days. Sorry for the inconvenience. I was really looking forward to finishing the build today. I might be able to finish this tomorrow or the day after, depending on how things go. So stay tuned, subscribe with notifications so you know when the next stream is going to come on. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone. And again, sorry for the inconvenience. The giveaway is still open. Bye.